Hola everyone, I'm Ben. I'm Señor Crisp's youngest brother, and I wanted to share a little bit about my experience in Bolivia, where I was able to spend a couple years there, living there. If you're like I was, I have no idea where Bolivia is. It's right smack dab in the middle of South America, so on the east coast is Brazil, on the west coast is Peru, and Bolivia is right in the middle. Um, and it's actually one of two countries in South America that's landlocked, which means that it has no connection to the ocean, which is kind of a big deal down there. But other than that, Bolivia is a super diverse place. It's got a big mountainous area. A huge portion of it is covered in like the Amazon rainforest, so there's a lot of like jungle and that kind of stuff. And then probably the coolest place to me is a place. It's like a desert area, but my favorite place is called Salar de Uyuni, which is just the world's biggest salt flat. I have a phrase there where they say that's where el cielo toca la tierra, which means where the sky touches or meets the earth. And so when it rains there, the salt kind of acts like a mirror, and so it looks like you can't really tell where the sky ends and where the earth begins, so it looks really cool. Kind of has some really cool pictures to it, so that's probably my favorite place. It's just like super beautiful there in Bolivia. Some other things about Bolivia: the food there is not my favorite thing in the world. They do have some special meals that they make, but a lot of it is just rice and chicken, and they don't have much of anything else. They don't have frijoles or beans, and they don't have like tacos or burritos or anything like that. But there were a couple times where I was able to eat some interesting things. So I was able to eat armadillo or armadillo, and they just cook it right in the shell, and you can eat it straight out of the shell. So that was a really cool experience. And then another thing, probably my favorite thing that I had there, is something they call cola de lagarto, which is they take the meat from alligator tails, and they kind of make them into like nuggets, kind of like chicken nuggets. So it's just like alligator nuggets, and it's pretty good. It's the best thing I had while I was there, but for the most part it's pretty bland. It's just rice and chicken. So that's the food. Other than that, the people in Bolivia are super awesome. They're really close knit, really family oriented, and pretty much treat everybody like family. Even me, when I was down there, you could knock on any door and ask for something to eat or something to drink, and they would invite you in and just get you whatever you wanted, which is awesome too, because it's also a pretty poor country, probably one of the poorest countries in the world. But the people are just super awesome and willing to kind of give anything for everybody else, and so it was an awesome experience to kind of see the way that they're willing to kind of help other people. And then with that close-knit kind of family-oriented life that they have comes a lot of like crazy parties and like festivals and like dance stuff. And so I was able to see a lot of cool stuff like that. But my favorite, every February, they have a party or a festival called Carnival. So it's like 3 or 4 days in February every year where people just kind of go nuts. They have, like I said, parades and festivals and dancing. And they'll just have tons of food, and then everyone's just out in the street. Nobody works for those 3 days. The kids will fill up like water balloons with like paint and foam and just kind of throw them at each other, throw them at cars, just kind of go crazy. And so, yeah, that's awesome. That's probably my favorite experience that I had there as well. And then when they're not going crazy or partying, a normal day for Bolivians is a lot of hard work. Like I said, it's pretty poor, and so it's a lot of the time adults are waking up at between like 3 and 4 in the morning to go to the market to buy food, or to just go to work. And a lot of it is just people, they'll kind of make their own little pop-up shops and sell like food or street food, or just kind of random things that people need, like electronics, that kind of thing. And then a lot of the adults will also kind of work into construction, and so they'll work from, like I said, 3 or 4 in the morning and then till like 5 in the afternoon, and then they'll go home, get a bite to eat, go to bed, and then wake up again and do the same thing tomorrow and the next day. So it is a really hardworking country, and it's really awesome. I love my time there, and the people there are really awesome. Um, and so I think I don't know. Like I said, it's really poor. It's a really awesome country, but the people are amazing. So yeah, that's a little bit about Bolivia, my experience that I had there, and I absolutely loved it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Ciao.